Yes, welcome back to the channel where we focus on becoming the best version of ourselves, one step at a time. And today what we are talking about are the habits that I used to get my body fat under 10%. So if you're looking to get lean, keep watching. First things first, you need to get your mindset on point. Yeah, it's easy to drop body fat, but when you're trying to get your body fat under 10%, you're going to need a little bit more discipline. That's because there are going to be times where you're going to be challenged and you have to have that discipline and that sight on your end goal to be like, no. For example, if you're going out, you need to have that discipline not to overindulge, overconsume, or drink alcohol. That's gonna mess up your gains, mess up your training the next day. And I'm not saying that you can't go out and socialize, especially in the beginning when your body fat's not too low. You can afford to go out a little bit as long as you kind of prep in advance. I've got videos that talked about this previously, so just watch one of those videos. But as you get a little bit leaner, once you get to about 11-10%, it gets a little bit more difficult. You do have to prep in advance and make sure it's within your macros. The easiest option if you're going out to eat is just maybe have veg and some sort of protein, and then making sure you're getting some form of good probiotics before and after to help with digestion, and maybe pick a day where your session's a little bit more intense than other ones. I usually, if I know I'm going out to eat that day, I may do a leg day and some cardio just to push my body a little bit more. And that leads me into the next thing, nutrition. Nutrition is key. You need to calculate your macros, calculate your calories, and stick to it, because that's the easiest way you know how to make adjustments if you're not improving. So say for example, you've got set calories and your body fat, your weight's not dropping, your body fat's not going down. You know you have to make an adjustment and reduce your calories. If you're just winging it, it's a little bit more challenging. Not saying it can't be done, but basically what I did was have a meal plan that I just stuck to. So I literally ate the same thing every single day. If you ask me what I was eating 3 weeks in advance, I'll know what I was eating, as long as that my body was still, I was still dropping body fat. So how you can approach it, a meal plan like I did, or you can create a few meal plans based around your macros. And if you ever get bored, you can switch it up. Like for example, I had a meal plan where I ate mostly chicken. Once I got a little bit bored of that, I switched up, added some red meat that was in line with my macros. There's other times where I had white fish within my diet. Changed up the carbs sometimes, so sometimes I had oats for breakfast, sometimes I had a cream of rice. Yeah, just switch it up, find out what works, as long as it fits within your macros, and if you need to make the adjustments, you can. Next thing is your training. You need to maintain that intensity within your session. Your training doesn't change, so you need to still be training towards failure. 1 rep in reserve, 2 reps in reserve at max, pushing yourself probably even more so than when you're in a bulk, because you need to do all you can to maintain as much muscle as you can when you're in that calorie deficit. And that doesn't mean, okay, now I'm in a calorie deficit, I'm going to change my rep range from low reps to high 15-20 reps. You can, as long as you're training towards failure. It doesn't really matter what rep range you're in, as long as you're training towards failure. So if you prefer lower reps with higher weight, stick with that. Just maintain good form. If you prefer higher reps, lower weight, do that as long as you're training towards failure. Just keep that intensity, that is key. Next one was cardio. This is where your mindset, for me anyway, plays a big part. Is making sure you're getting your daily steps in, your 8,000 to 12,000 steps a day, and you're doing your cardio, your 20 minutes, 30 minutes after the session or at a separate time to that session, but you're getting your daily cardio in. It can get a bit tedious, so mindset and discipline is key. So create a routine with it. You can try out different cardio pieces of cardio equipment. What worked for me was incline walking on a treadmill, or going for a daily walk, 45 minutes religiously every single day. Cardio should be part of your training anyway, but even more so, it needs to be dialed in when you're looking to get your body fat under 10%. Lastly is hydration. You need to be drinking, I'll say minimum 2 litres, but if you can push it to 3.5, 4 litres, that's even better. You may be peeing a lot in the beginning, but your body will get used to it after a while. just making sure you're getting that hydration in and around your session. Get some Himalayan salts, just so you've got electrolytes and you're not depleting yourself of electrolytes. Yeah, they're the tips that really helped me when I was pushing myself to get my body fat under 10%. If there's any other tips or tricks that helps you getting lean, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you in the next video.